What is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes here, back with another review, and today I'm reviewing Uncle Drew, which is directed by Charles Stone III and stars my boy of the Boston Celtics, Kyrie Irving, as Uncle Drew, and is about Dax, who is played by Little Ray Howery, who uses up all his life savings into the this street basketball tournament called the Rucker Classic, and after a series of unfortunate setbacks, he's very desperate to win this thing, and he tries to convince the streetball legend known as Uncle Drew to come out of retirement and to get his old squad back together to win this tournament. Now, I was personally very excited for this movie. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge basketball fan. It's probably my favorite sport, to be honest, and I'm a diehard Boston Celtics fan. So, I mean, I know Kyrie Irving is on the Boston Celtics now, but, and I found out about this movie when he was on the Celtics, but, still, regardless, whether he was on the Celtics or not, I would have been very excited for this movie just because I love the commercials that these are based off of. I love just the character of Uncle Drew, and personally, Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite players of all time. And this does star, again, Shaquille O'Neal's in this, one of my favorite players of all time, and some other players that I really like. And I saw the trailers, and I thought they were pretty funny. I know some of other people didn't think they were funny, but personally, I was really looking forward to this because it just looked to me like a big guilty pleasure, and it just looked like a lot of fun, and that's exactly what it was. A lot of fun. I had so much fun with this movie. I can understand if people don't like this movie, and this movie isn't for everybody. This movie is probably for basketball fans because there's a lot of references in this movie. There's a lot of jokes in this movie that I'm not going to say because for those who are looking forward to it and that are basketball fans that haven't seen it, I'm going to have you go and not knowing what those jokes are because I thought they surprised me. I thought they were funny, and I want you to experience the same way. But just keep in mind that this is coming from a huge basketball fan, and I expect basketball fans to love this movie, to have this be just have a lot of fun with this. And people who are basketball fans think it's kind of alright. But let me get into what I really enjoyed about this movie. I really enjoyed, I think easily the standout in this movie is Kyrie Irving as Uncle Drew. I recently saw an interview by him before this movie, and he goes, yeah, no, acting is something I didn't know I could do. And I didn't think much of it, but he was phenomenal in this movie. He wasn't good. He was great in this movie. He was Uncle Drew. This isn't an Oscar. This isn't going to get nominated for any Oscar, this performance, but still, he completely blew me away by how much, how good he was. And I'm surprised. And I'm just really happy that he did good, considering he's one of my favorite basketball players playing today. Also, Little Ray Howery is very good in this movie. I thought he played his part really well. He, played the role of the underdog really well, and I really enjoyed seeing him trying to get this team together and seeing his relationship with Kyrie Irving, and seeing how, they learned from each other and how he learned, to overcome his fears, pretty much. Also, Shaquille O'Neal, he's not known for being the best actor, I'll say that, but he's a phenomenal basketball player, probably one of the best to ever play. I think this is my favorite role that he's ever done. I think he was also really good in this movie. And, also Chris Webber, Nate Robinson, and Reggie Miller are all really good as well. Just the acting from the basketball stars are all really solid. Nick Kroll, I also really enjoyed. The only person I really didn't like was Tiffany Haddish. I thought that she was just annoying, and I also didn't like the way her character was written, they kind of take it in a direction that just annoyed me and I didn't agree with. And I thought that that character could have been better. She was used sort of as a foil to, Dax, and I just didn't agree with that. I thought Tiffany Haddish overacted, and I just wasn't a fan of her performance. Also, I think the makeup in this movie, it's phenomenal. like obviously I know who is who, and because I know who they are, but Kyrie Irving didn't look like Kyrie Irving. They transformed him into Uncle Drew. This is like Oscar worthy makeup. As for my negatives, I do have some. My biggest negative, like I said, is probably Tiffany Haddish's character. She was annoying, and I thought she overacted. But also, I thought the screenplay was pretty weak. It was very formulaic and very paint by numbers. In an underdog story, it was beat by beat for pretty much any underdog story, and it does get very, very predictable. But that didn't stop me from enjoying this movie a lot and from having a good time. I love this movie. It's easily my biggest guilty pleasure of the year. Easily, probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures of all time, to be honest. And honestly, I love this movie. I give this movie an A-. I mean, the screenplay is pretty weak, but I did have a lot of fun with the screenplay. It's not the worst thing in the world. And Tiffany Haddish's character is really annoying, but I mean, the jokes I loved, and just the happiness I felt at the end of the movie was great, and the performances are, for the most part, really good. Thank you guys for watching. Please be on the lookout for my next review, which is going to be Sicario Day of the Soldado, which I'm probably going to put up tomorrow, so please be on the lookout for that. And also, as you guys know, I do the MTVM podcast with my friends Diego and Double Nine. We usually have them on Wednesday at 8 p.m., but this Wednesday is the 4th of July. So we're going to have it tomorrow, Tuesday, July 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's same time, just a different day. Please comment, like, subscribe, do all that kind of fun stuff. Until next time, guys, have a nice day.